live and people are die. Legalize cannabis for too high. Show man give praises to the most high. Now miss the one to kill the well-run try. System of against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonify. I man now come tell no lie. Some are in farmer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where and why. Always to blame when the innocent die. When another mother start moan and cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. Show man don't shine. Hey, watch this. You will know that. Show man have a cross them border. We don't know what the leaders rather. But I see it's total disaster. Say that's crazy. They don't care about the newborn baby. I know it's not about now maybe. Watch this. That's what God is. That's the one say. Show man promote it instantly. All the money, money, boss and say. Stand up and down, it come from me. We are top of the history. We are top of the philosophy. We are top of the artillery. We are top of the
Motivation Academy. What wicked people do don't bother me. You don't know righteousness. Alright, go. Ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, if there is equal rights and justice, I'm fighting for it. I will not surrender, neither will I quit. Even if them toss me down in the bottomless pit, I'm gonna find me a way to climb out of it. Cause I ain't gonna sit and let you treat me like use me, abuse me, flush me in a toilet. That's why I write a song about it. Cause I just will not stand for it. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Because the more you live, the more you learn. The harder you work is the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you keep. If you are strong, please help the weak. Unity we need to make the thing right. So we cannot get up every day, argue and fight. That will only prove to them that we can't unite. And I'm not gonna give up the fight. That's why ready for revolute. Wicked people is gonna be executed. Now use no knife, no gun, now go shoot. Righteousness make wicked man speak the truth. Again, wicked man get executed. Won't use no gun, the gun me now go shoot. Righteousness, me say they gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. They gotta fade away. Won't live to see another day. Gotta fade away. Wicked man gotta fade away. We're not gonna live to see another day. Not gonna see another day. What the man say? Well, the rich get richer every day, while the poor man suffer every day and slave. Now stop work until him get in a grave. Like a caveman with a cup in a cave. In a Babylon you're gonna be bold and brave, or forever you're gonna be a wicked man slave. Yes, Jarastafari, true man. Smoking sense in you every day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, watch out. Smoking every day. Watch out. I smoke my sense in me through the storm, cause that's the only thing that will keep my calm. When time get cold, that's what keep my warm. That's why I'm gonna smoke it from dusk till dawn. Again, I smoke my sense in me through the storm, cause that's the only thing that can keep my calm. When time get cold, that's what keep my warm. That's why I'm gonna smoke it from dusk till dawn. Hey, it's hard to smoke when you roll it tight, so you have to roll it a little looser. Smoke it in a pipe. But no matter how you smoke it, whether day or night, it has the ability to make your darkest day seem bright. I like to smoke each and every day. That's what we used to chase the vampire away. And no matter what the wicked people wanna say, I'm gonna pop it up and blaze it up each and every day. I smoke my sensimania through the storm. That's the only thing that will keep I calm. When time get cold, that's what keep I warm. That's why I'm gonna smoke it from dusk till dawn. Hey, I smoke my sensimania through the storm. That's the only thing that can keep I calm. When time get cold, it keep me warm. I'm gonna blaze it, hey. The Rasta say, yo, me up to blaze it, me up to blaze it, me up to blaze it. No matter how them hate it, me up to blaze it, me up to blaze it, me up to blaze it. Because the most I create it, me up to blaze it, me up to blaze it, me up to blaze it. No matter how the wicked fight it, up to blaze it, up to blaze it. So just on my lighter there and make me light it. Yo, it was the station, the weed pipe a bun. Send from the weed and make Babylon run. That's what Josie Well say. That's what Capel Dan say. That's what Ojo Bantan say. All of the great artists them say. Peter Todd say. Long time you feel legalize it. What you know up I get sense say. Excuse me while me light a split. That's what the great Bob Marley say. Smoke the sensimania through the storm. That's the only thing that will keep us calm. When time get cold, it keeps us warm. So we are gonna blaze it from dusk till dawn. We are gonna blaze it up, we are gonna light it up, we are gonna light it up. No matter on the wicked and backbiter, them a fight it up. Give me the chalice, make me pump it up. Give me the weed and make me blaze it up. Give me the light and make me light it up. Wicked man, you can't stop it from grow. Because I know you make it grow, and the Almighty make it grow. Tell them say Steve Culture says so. And the voice you have it go from down in the ghetto. Pen, pound and peso. Cause everywhere that we go, we have to get we high Joe. And with the higher, with the low. And we no care where the wicked them a say. Can't take me weed, can't take me weed from me. Finally Babylon say we can smoke it legally. And it help me mentally to live my life and be free. Can't take my weed, can't take my weed from me. Babylon say we can smoke it legally. All over the world, them a legalize it because they find the benefit of it. Peter touch Chevy, light up your spliff, light up your chalice. Come make we go blaze it in a Buckingham Palace. But Palace say, excuse me while I light my spliff. While keep it and a bun down room with it. Everywhere we go, we have to blaze it up. Everywhere we go, we have to light it up. And make the matches, make me blaze it up. Put it in a chalice, put it in a cup. Water in a me chalice, just a bubble up. We got knees, them a wobble up. Rastafari, I have to live it up. And everywhere we go, we have to burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Truman International. You don't know. Academy of Sensi Media. Yeah, man. Tell me I like to come on Babylon and fight it up, you know. Truman, tell them. Come on.
Such a wonderful word. Look across it. Rise and shine. This is your time. This is Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. We bring love to the woman of the world. Yeah, yeah. Everywhere you are, with a good vibration, positive meditation. Yes. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Motivation Academy. Get it if you can. Love for the woman of the world.
love for the boys and girls and love. Protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love is everywhere. Oh, love for the woman of the world and love for the boys and girls and love. Protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love is everywhere. Wake up, now rise and shine. Truman Show is a journey of a lifetime. So divine. This is the one-time deal. So much to reveal. Oh no. Say, don't waste your precious moments. You're causing destruction. Connect yourself to the beauty of consistent action. Love, woman of the world and love to the boys and girls and love. We protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love, motivation academy. Love is everywhere. Love to the woman of the world and love to the boys and girls and love. We protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for you. Love, love is everywhere. So you and I can set things straight. That means we can cooperate. I've got love when you've got hate. Why don't we alternate? See an arson for murder, the rhythm while thunder. I give love to the living yard. Motivation academy. Motivation academy. Motivation academy. Motivation academy. Get it if you can, yeah. Love to the woman of the world and love to the boys and girls, yeah. Love to protect Mother Nature. Love is waiting for y'all. Love is everywhere. Oh, love to the woman of the world, yeah. Love to the boys and girls, yeah, 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 yeah. Love is.
Yeah. Love is everywhere. Sweep over my soul. Jaja, please take control. Love is in full control. Love is all I have. Love is in full control. Love is all I have. Love and life. And the love for life. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. And also, let go of your ego. What do you know? I was thinking about that yesterday. Because we're really under the illusion of knowing. And that's how we inflate our ego, you know, because we think we know stuff. We think we know about the world. We think we know about science, about stuff like that, about the origin of the... Like everything, our whole reality is defined from A to Z. So we think we know stuff, but let go of the ego that needs to know, that needs to feed that sense, give a sense of meaning. Because I think we can get a sense of meaning to our existence outside that ego stuff, egotistic life. You don't need to be egotistic and to have a sense of meaning in your life. That's what I mean. So for me, anyway, for my part, very important to let go of that more and more. Like you keep a certain layer. Like I think, like I told you before, it's just the layer has to thin. You have to thin down the layer. Thin down, can you say that? You have to thin the layer, have a very, very thin layer of ego, and this way you can probably still connect with others on a great, great level. Because I mean, everyone has some kind of ego. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's good for survival also. But I mean, it's not something that you should let guide your life and feed and constantly feed that illusion of knowing. I think I prefer today say I don't know nothing and learn everything again from scratch. And if I can learn something, I can learn about myself. I can learn about, but it's just it's the science part that really come and confuse us. It's some kind of religion. Some kind of religion. Do I have some? Some kind of religion. Yeah, I have some. Okay. Just to check. Yeah, so I think it's a process to let go of the ego. It's not something you will not wake up one day and say, oh, I have no more ego. I think it's a process. You work on yourself. That's working on yourself. Probably by working on yourself, that's what's going to happen. The ego will go gradually getting thinner. The layers of ego will get thinner. And this way you can maybe open your heart a little bit more to the world and connect. Because it's the ego and you see it in people when they think they know stuff, when they come to you and they pretend to know, you know that the ego is involved in there. And that's where I hesitate a lot. Like there's a guy that contacted me, but he seems to know so much and he possessed the whole truth. He wanted me to go into something with him, and he started to leave bad comments here, but I didn't publish them. And he sends me threat via email and all that shit. Like, it's a bit crazy. You know? People, that's what it is. It's you can inflate your ego because you think you know stuff, but what do you know? You know, it's the whole world is a fantasy. So for me, I prefer just let go of the fantasy and just, you know, appreciate love life in the moment. In the moment, and I don't need to know. I don't need to know all the like, who knows anyway? Like, it's an explanation that's going to come from another man, probably. So, and that, when I talk about, like, I don't know, stuff of the world, that's what I see. So letting go of the ego is a very, very important process, I think, in knowing that you don't know. But you don't know that you don't know. So what you pretend to know. Because you don't know that so you pretend to know stuff about this, about that, about all kinds of stuff. We're specialists in many, many domains in history and all kinds of stuff. And we have all the answers because the ego is so huge that we think we have all the answers. When I think life is to be discovered, yeah, because there's some kind of cover, some kind of lid on our greatness. No, it's to discover. You have to learn in life. You have to live and learn. You have to live and learn. That's very, very important, to live, not just exist, but to live and learn. And that you do it through experience, through stuff you're going to do in life to find that kind of power. Like, it's accessible. The power is inside each and every one of us to make a change. It's the power to make a change. It's not the power to overpower other people. It's the power to make a change in your life. And that you have it. I have it. It's just the will that's been broken a bit. And we got to reinstall the free will and all that. But once we let go also of all the ego stuff, it's easier to navigate in this world. It's easier to connect with people, also easier to less fear. You know, the ego is fed with lots of fear, and that's how we end up being in fear. And fear, we're pretty much in fear of everything, even but the most fear is, and I think that's a lot to do with the ego, is what other people think about us. What other people think about us. Let go of that. Let go of that. Who fucking cares? Who cares what I say here? You know, most of them will not remember what you say, will not remember what you did, but they will remember how you made them feel. This is always important. That's why your vibrations are very, very important. What you say is, often we forget, but how you make them feel, your vibration. You know, that's what I pick up from people, and that's why I moved out from that guy that contacted me. Samuel, his name. He's gonna recognize himself here. He's probably watching. But yeah, because the vibration were too negative is is the vibe, you know. Then you feel it when someone is negative. You feel it in their vibes, and even in the writing, you can feel that stuff. So it's our vibe. Our vibe are very important to. Oh my nerve, that thing. Yeah, our vibes are very important to have good vibes to, and you know, it's if you, especially if you want to connect with the world, you want to go out in the world. You have to remain extremely polite with people. You cannot start calling people names and stuff. That's what people do, and they think that, you know, if you can call other people name, I wonder what you can say about me. That's why this guy was calling Santos Bonacci all kinds of names, the fornicator, blah 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 blah. Okay, you talk about Santos like that. Imagine what you can say about me. You know, someone that gossip is someone that will always be in that realm of gossiping. He will always like thrive on this. That's what he feeds himself with, negativity. And after they say they are for truth and stuff, come on. Truth can be very, very divisive, and that's what I realize in my experience on YouTube. It's division at work. The truth is division at work because the ego pretends to know so much. Or so, if you want to cause division, go speak truth with your big ego, and you will cause division because you will speak stuff that you don't even know if you really know. So the real truth that will come out is your truth, is you, how true you are to yourself. But the rest of the stuff in the world, like it's just you pretend to know things, you pretend to know about the pyramid, the Gnosis knowledge, this, that, like, I don't know. Me, I prefer to take life each and every day to be in me. The stuff I want to know is more about nature. I want to be more connected with nature. That's the stuff I want to know. You know, I want to have a great experience with nature while I'm here. Experience the river vibes, the stuff like that, and the great people with great minds. But to know about science and the ancient history and this, I'm not there. I'm here in this time. I'm born in 1973. I'm not born in the freaking 1400s. So I'm here in this time, and that's where I'm going, and I'm moving forward. What's the point of knowing all this anyway? What's the point? Like, it could be filled with lies. You don't even know. You can't verify that information. I wasn't there, and like it's all. So it's just to more for entertainment and stuff that we go default to that kind of information, because the real information, because the ego needs to feed with information. You know, it's important. We need to have information. We need to know how. We don't need to know. We don't want to figure it out. We want to know right away. We don't want to figure things out and for ourselves and think for ourselves, because the ego cannot even think. So it's it's very and I think letting go of all this stuff is very also very empowering for yourself. Like you will not you will start gaining back your the power of your mind. You know, the mind is powerful, that mind. If you can focus it on one thing, on one goal or something, and you really did, like, if your goals are more important than parties, then you will make it come true. But it's just our distraction. Sometimes the ego needs distraction because he cannot. Because the ego is what takes you away really from what you really are, and this is what they build in this world, especially putting us through school. What do we get? What did I get going through school? Fed a bunch of stuff, information, and for okay, I learned how to write and read, which is very good. Because now I can communicate with people, so that's good. But again, it's to communicate within a program, so it's very especially if you talk about the Latin language and stuff. We can elaborate on this, but yeah, it's very and people sometimes, that's it. They pretend to know so much stuff, and because the thing is, I'm not in the paradigm where I pretend to know. Where I pretend to know, I want to learn. I want to live and learn. So I don't. It's like I start back from scratch, like when I was a baby, because I woke the baby, and now a baby start to walk. You know, you take baby steps. A baby doesn't take adult steps. Take baby steps, and You discover the stuff. I want to figure things out. I don't want to fill my ego with nonsense and pretending to know about astrology or anything. Like, I want to know more about myself. I want to know more about myself, about the greatness inside, about the truth inside me. But outside of me, it's very 99% of the stuff outside of us do not matter. It's you versus you. That's what I've realized. 99% of the stuff outside of me is irrelevant because it's me versus me. That's all it is. That's where the battle is. So 1% of the stuff outside do matter. The rest, it doesn't matter because it's you against you. Every time you take action, it's you taking the. Will you take it or not? It's a battle, constant battle, and that I have realized it. That's why I will not fight anyone. I will not reply to anyone bashing me, or I have no one to fight here but myself. And that's what I do each and every day, and I know it. So in that sense, when you locate the enemy, and the enemy is the ego, the inflated ego is the enemy, if I can say. Well, you don't go outside and find enemies or stuff. I don't care. People are lost. They'll find their way. I send them maximum love. Samuel, I send you maximum love. Even if you you should have seen the stuff he wrote me. I didn't even read it. It's nonsense. I don't waste my time reading emails and stuff and writing emails. Like these people hope you're gonna reply, and I'm not a big writer of emails. Don't think I'm gonna. Especially look, I barely reply to the comments here on my both of my channel. Not because I don't appreciate love your presence or your comments. It's not me, and I'm a speaker. I like to speak. So I like to come and give thanks live and direct. I appreciate love all your comments all the time. I read them all. They're wonderful, but I don't feel the need to reply. So that's why I come live and direct, and I prefer reply live. And Mathieu, big up Mathieu. I got all your messages, all your comments. Big up. You seems to be on a great path, and I was very pleased. I'm very pleased always to read your comments. I'm it's not because I don't reply that I don't care. That's the thing. Big up, Cappy. With the Rasta soap. Good topic, like always, and good morning, everyone. 12 years of Catholic school, I learned nuns are scary. Exactly. When we go to school, like 12,000 hours, I think we go to school for. What is this for exactly? Like, there's maybe 3,000 hours in there that's going to teach you how to write, learn how to write, read, and the language stuff. And the stuff that is some, like, to function in this egotistic world. But the rest is all, like, about history and science and stuff. Okay, there's maybe stuff in science that is, like, I used to love the experiments and stuff with the stuff, the chemistry stuff. That I used to like it, but just because it's an experience. But the experience we should have is within ourselves. Yeah, great experience. I think someone that exactly start letting go of the ego realize these stuff also very easily. It's just because that we're in some kind of cage, and that cage is the ego. That cage is the ego. It's an invisible cage. You cannot see your ego. It's like the ego. You cannot smell it, taste it, touch it, but it's there. It's there. And then that's what keeps you locked in place. That's what keeps you under the illusion of knowing, and that can do some severe sabotage within yourself. The ego is there to sabotage you, that's for sure. It's not there to because the ego knows everything. The ego knows, so we're just inflating our ego more and more because we go outside of us and we get information, and then we inflate but the information should come from inside, and you have everything from within. The truth is in our mind. The truth is in our heart. The truth is within you. But you go tell that to people, and then you look fucking weird because they think the truth is outside. The truth is what you are. What you are in your real state of being, not your program default state. Yeah, we need to be more. But I made a list the other day. We were saying about something about what to teach to children. in school, there's many things that we can go through it again, but it's you know, it's lots of stuff. School is about indoctrination, so we be good little consumer, follow the rules, stay inside the lines. Exactly. School wants you to stay within the line and not go too far from that, and they will feed you with all kinds of nonsense. And even it's a society that is so unaware. Most of us are lost in an abyss of unawareness, and that does a lot of damage. You know, the unawareness of who you are, because the ego takes place. The ego takes place instead of the awareness. Once you let go of the ego, it's the awareness that takes place. You know who you are. You're not an egotistic being, and you don't go in the world doing egotistic stuff, just acting from your ego. No, you act from a real, from the real you. That's what I want. That's how I can explain it. Yeah. Information inside. Yeah, information should come from the inside. You have to form yourself inside. But we're so empty, you know, it's like that's why we feel empty on the inside. That's why we go on the outside to try to fill the void that's inside. But you gotta get that information form yourself. And we know that. We know what we need to do. We know sometimes we're on autopilot and stuff. But life is so short, so unpredictable. Don't live it on autopilot and in your ego suit. Let go of your ego suit. Like remove the suit and go out in the world and live your life, and you know, have experience and great connection with people, and do your thing. Just do your thing. Just do what your heart tells you to do. Don't listen to other people. They're gonna want to extinguish your flame or make you burn in hell and stuff. You should have seen the stuff he wrote me. That was funny. But yeah, no, sometimes people are very confused and cause a lot of confusion in their ego because they know, they think they know. But once that, because belief also, people believe a lot of stuff. The ego believes a lot. And what's a belief? It's a sense of certainty about a certain thing. You're certain that it's there. Like you believe, it's a sense of certainty. So what happens when you have a sense of certainty about certain things? You don't question it. You do not question anything. So that's why we're stuck where we are as a society, because we don't question anything. We don't question, and we just go along with the programming, and the ego thinks he knows. And one day you wake up and you realize that it's a much better vibe to not know, to stop pretending to know and say you don't know than pretending. Because in this way, you find back the mystery about life also. There's some kind of mystery here. It's not just another day, another dollar. For me, it's never that. It's always, first of all, I give thanks each and every day that I wake up alive, being able to breathe, to swallow, to move my arm, to still be able to move my leg. You know, so I give thanks. I could be a freaking... legless, and you know, a lot of things could have happened to me during that tragedy that happened to me, but I'm still able. So I give thanks. I just give thanks, and I aspire to inspire before I expire. So that's why I'm here. It's just I want to inspire you to take your life to another level, to turn your tragedy into something that is a winning situation for you. You know, you turn your tragedy into something that will empower you. Let your tragedy change your life. Let it change your life. That's what we all need. We all need a big change, a big shift. You know, a big shift, and that shift will happen. Exactly. Also, once you let go of the ego and you go out in the world and connect with people and have a thin layer of ego, a great shift will happen also. And that shift is the most magnificent experience here. Being yourself and be able to speak and be yourself. Like I feel good every time I come here because I'm just being me. I don't need to remember anything because I'm being me. Like okay, I might say I speak truth, but I speak what I know, not what I know, but what I have experienced. So I experienced certain stuff in life. And that's what I talk about. It's not so much about the stuff I know, because I prefer to tell you I don't know. I'm never going to come here and instruct you on the sun, on the for me, it's irrelevant today. I prefer go out in nature and just be in awe. And not that I don't reflect about it. I still have reasoning within myself and reflection and look at stuff and how can it be like that? And I'm curious. I'm curious for sure, but it's not because I know I will never probably find the answers, the right answers. Like I will never go to the sun. I will never go to the moon, to the stars in my living days. Maybe when I'm in another realm, maybe that's what there is after. Who knows? But I'm right here, right now. So in that sense, I don't really focus on that stuff. Like to find out that I will probably never know. All I can know is information coming from the outside. But maybe, like I said the other day to Leslie, maybe when you look through the eyes of an animal long enough, you will notice the consciousness. You will feel the consciousness into the being. Any animals, you look in through their eyes. The reason why we kill them and stuff through satanic rituals and stuff, and we eat them, is because we don't look in their eyes. We don't even go kill them. But I wouldn't be able to like, I'm not able to kill. I don't want to kill. It's not part of me. And when you look into the eyes of an animal, you can you can feel the consciousness. They have a conscience. Okay, they have a conscience for sure. They're not just animals. They have a conscience. They have something to teach us. And also, when you look into the sun, it's the same thing. That's why I say sun gaze a lot is good. When you look into the sun long enough, you will feel the divine source. Like it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain with words, but stare at an animal long enough, you'll feel the consciousness, and stare at the sun long enough, and you'll probably see God or something. That's what Leslie was saying the other day. I think she passed the comments, and you call it God or whatever. Like, I'm not playing with words here. I'm fed up to play with words. The people love to play with words so much. They like to decorticate the words, and like there's stuff that I have stopped being fanatic of, because that's what also the ego does. The ego will bring you into a fanatic state at one point. Be very careful. I think it's important to balance all this, not to become fanatic of truth, fanatic of this, and like balance everything. It's important. Had hard time spelling believe as a kid. Now just note that it contains the word lie. Exactly. Someone sent you, yeah. Someone said, yeah. Someone sent me hate mail, more than the hate mail, but it's a guy that I don't know. I don't give these people like I don't get his vibe. It's just because his vibration are off for me, and maybe if he comes with better ways to talk to me, like he's very rude, very like I don't know. I don't like the vibe. I feel the vibe, and you have to give yourself the right to move away without explanation if you don't feel the vibe. I don't need to explain myself why it's the vibe. I don't feel the vibe, so I move out. And I don't need, it's not personal towards the guy or something. I don't get his vibe. I don't get it, so I'm off. So it's a very important, this stuff, how we make people. That's why I tell you, people will not, I don't care what he said in his email. It's how he made me feel. Made me feel like, I don't know, not in so many ways, like not in any way. It didn't get to me. It takes more than that to get to me, but it's just, it's a bad vibe. And when I feel it, yeah, that's it. I don't feel the vibe is right, I opt out, and I don't explain myself. I don't feel like he wanted me to explain all kinds of stuff about words, about this, about ancient knowledge, about like a big, like a test. Like, excuse me, who are you? Who are you? A man is just a man, and I'm not here to work for anybody. Like, this, people have expectation, big expectation. They expect you to be a certain way, to be like this, be like. I am myself, and I do what I want with my life, and nobody will direct me or say this, or like, it's nonsense. So no, I don't give so much. I just block these people, and they're off, they're gone. Like, I have something else to do in life than argue with people. I stopped arguing when I realized that people see things only from their own perspective. You cannot change their mind. You cannot maybe open their eyes, but it's up to. So I just opt out, and I don't even explain myself. I don't feel the need. Like, I know who I am. I know what I'm doing here. and I know what I'm doing is with a divine intent to do good. If you cannot sense my intention, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. You know, it's I have good intention. I only come here with good intention and love in my heart and the person I am. And so the rest is like very, very irrelevant for me. Marilyn, hello. Bonjour, bonjour. That is the truth, Cappy, and they know it. Read the sun. But I feel Babylon blocking sun because, yeah, ben oui, for sure. They know that the look. I don't. What I feel is for sure but Babylon is. I think also the weather, the reason why the weather is not, you know, we don't see the sun more. Like today, it's still full of clouds. I think we have maybe something to do in there with our vibration. Maybe if we up our vibe, our frequency here, we'll have more warm weather and stuff. You know, I don't know if it's, but I feel certainly that they're doing something to. Bonjour. Oh, merci pour la petite fleur. Divine intention, that is true for sure. I don't come here with nothing but good intention, divine intention, and with love, and nothing else but love. Love is all I have, love and life, and that's what I stick to. I don't care about the bad minds and their freaking drama. Keep it for you. I'm on the way I'm on the way to greatness, and that's where I'm going, and I'm on the highway to greatness. So, and I have the pedal to the floor. It's that's how I see it. So I don't care about bad minds and their drama. Keep your drama for you. Keep your fanatic truth for you. Go with your truth fanatics that you think you're gonna change the world by causing more division, and that's what you're gonna do. That's why I even told Sam yesterday, be careful when you talk about truth because it causes division. Because it's also the truth is the same thing. It's many people that go on YouTube to feed themselves with some kind of information for the ego to feel secure, to feel that they know something, that they're not, nobody, and to give some kind of sense of meaning to their life. We go on YouTube and we go get all kinds of information just to fill the void. That's what it is. That's how I felt. That's why at one point I said enough YouTube, enough the truth, enough the truth fanatics. The truth fanatics. I love to speak about truth, to live my truth, to be true to myself. And that's why I call myself True Man, because I'm true to myself, and that's where I intend to keep it. I'm not going to talk to you about stuff on the outside of myself. It's now in my life. I know that it's all fantasy. So what am I going to do? Am I going to change it? Like, people have to change it. We all need a big personal revolution to not only change the world, but change yourself. Change your vibes. Have a better smile on your face. You know, it's having a smile all day long. Isn't it great? You know, when you smile to life, when you're happy all day long, when you're in a good mood all day long. Day by day, we have to go through this life with a higher mood, with a higher, bigger smile and stuff. That's what I feel. Life is, come on. Oof. Yeah, sunny here for 10 minutes, then rain. Hello, everyone, with a smile. Yeah, for sure, we need to smile to life. Life is beautiful. And we're all so beautiful also, like I said to the PT. So sick of being lied to, the false and... But no, being lied to... Me, it's not the lies that bothers me so much, because the lies, even we live the lies. So the lies don't bother me so much. Is the insult to my intelligence. Like when they say they put a car into fake space. Isn't it ridiculous? That's a straight insult to our intelligence. But people believe in those scientists and those people that they believe that there's a rocket. But they never seen it. They just go in that box, and whatever box it is, YouTube or TV, and that's their reality. But yeah. Yes, we need a big revolution of joy. That's it. Sun is best medicine for the mind among many things. Example, anxiety, depression, and yeah, for sure. You just go sun gaze, moon gaze. That's one of my best. Especially in the summer, I never miss a sunset. It's very rare In the winter, it's another thing. Sometimes it's very cold. It's not so comfy, but I try also to not miss it in the winter. But there's lots of clouds here. It's very cloudy often in Quebec. Very cloudy often. It's not the 2 years ago we had a really nice summer. Last year summer was shit. Like it was barely no summer. Very cold. Lots of storms and rainstorms and stuff. So it's, I don't know. Maybe it's bicycle. Maybe this summer will be. Yeah, SpaceX, the fakers. Life is what you make it, so they say. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're responsible for your body. The body you have today, you are responsible. The life you live, you are responsible. But that often what the stuff we don't do is taking responsibility, but real responsibility for our life, not just going to work, pay our bills, and die. That's the ego responsibility in Babylon. But we have a bigger responsibility with our lives. I feel that this life has something huge. And this life has also lots of abundance to offer you once you see. But it's, the abundance will come in love. The abundance of love, that's going to come on you. And that will elevate you, because all I need is more love, to feel more like I can give that love also to elevate. Like I know I will elevate with more love, with more kindness, with more serenity, with more, and it's not by bashing people and causing division with nonsense truth and stuff that we think we know, that the ego knows that I'm going to be able to connect with people. Like I want to connect with everyone, not just a certain kind of people. I want to connect with everyone. And it's not because you don't know the stuff I know. Anyway, what do I know? That's the question I put today. What do I know? Like that's why I'm easy to connect with people, because my layer of ego is very, very thin. Like I prefer say I don't know anything, and this way it's easier to connect also. Yeah. Do you think witchcraft is real? Yeah, bad minds, witchcraft or bad minds, bad mind people. They're everywhere. Yeah, because some people are very, very, very low vibration, very bad mind. That like they're stuck. It's the ego again. It's like can we rehabilitate killers, people that kill, and for sure, because they act out. It's their ego. It's not their true self. You cannot tell me that your natural state is killing people. Like we're all constitute the same. We all have love. We all know what love, but it's just the ego programming, the society programming makes them pat la coche on money and they start doing bad things. But I think everybody, the stuff I feel about me, the stuff I feel I have inside, everybody has it. We're all constitute the same. We all have blood. We're all human. Human. I don't know what we are, but we're all pretty much on the same boat with the same biological equipment. So it's not because I'm very, very different, or we're all just we gotta use this. That's the main thing. Use the muscle up there. Blanket of gray skies like cotton wool in the summer. Yeah. Sun is best medicine. Best medicine, yeah. It's either or stare at the walls or playing with yourself. Yeah. Mario, Cappy. Sun for energy, moon for peace. Yeah, exact. Sun for energy. The sun gives me a lot of energy. That's what I get from the sun. That's why I love to look at even not only at the sunrise or sunset. I look at it even when it's like full spectrum or full force. Full force at noon or something like that. It's the best time also. Okay, maybe not for 10-20 minutes, but I still look at it, and no, you get a lot. And I don't know, the rays, there's something special. It's hard to explain again, but I think we get, look, the plants get their energy from the sun. The sun liberates energy. We can make a solar power and stuff. So there is energy. So if you go in front of the sun and sun gaze, you will get that same energy that the solar power gets, solar panel gets. The solar panel gets energy from the sun, then you transform that energy into electricity or whatever, but it's an energy. So that energy, you can get it too, just by staring at it. Stare at it, That's why people like to lay in the sun. That's why animals love to lay in the sun too. My dog loves it. She loves to just lay in the sun, and that's what most people do. We all love the sun for a reason, because I love the heat of the sun. First of all, I love the heat, especially in the winter. Especially in the winter, the heat of the sun is very, it's great. Yeah. So, sun gazing, for sure. Very important. And, but it's those things, we miss those things. That I've missed those things all my life. Never thought of it. Never even thought of it. Never even thought of thinking what the sun. No, you go by what you've been defined, and you think you know. You think you know, and then your whole life goes through an illusion. Like, you have no sense of what this life really is until you wake up. Until you wake up, you don't ask questions, first of all. So I think the waking up is starting to ask questions, questioning things. And not questioning things, questioning with scrutiny. You have to use scrutiny, because there's a lot of deceivers out there. Most people will try to deceive you. It's sad to say, but that's what it is. Because their ego is inflated with all kinds of pretending to know stuff. So they act as deceivers without even knowing. That's why this system is very, very huge to change, because some people are deceivers. They don't even know. So because the ego is so huge, and they think they know about this, about that's what they propagate after. They do the propaganda, and that's what happened. That's how I see it. Anything is real if you let it. Anyone can walk away from the nonsense, for sure. We all have, you don't need permission to walk away from nonsense. From any time, any moment in your life, you can walk away from nonsense, that's for sure. It's all up to you. Do you really want it? Does your ego is too strong? Maybe your ego is too strong, and you prefer to live within your ego, to, I don't know, to fill the void inside, maybe to fill the void inside something. Some people like this. Like me, I prefer to fill the void with because there was some kind of void, but I prefer to fill it with greatness. Like really fill the greatness and the good stuff. And yeah, that's how I see it. Doesn't mean it's the best way, but it's the way I choose to take for now.
You don't know Motivation Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in tune to the main event. The beat maker from Jamaica. Stevie Culture. Well, I got what it takes to rock the place. When Stevie Culture in the place, you turn up the place. People rocking all night with smile on their face, on face, on face. You know what? Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the bomb sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the bomb sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. And you know when the beat start bouncing, and then people start jumping, you hear the beat and you got to do something. Well, even the baby in the crib start bouncing. We're rocking the stadium, the car and the club singing. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound, making you know I am the best around town. Everyone will go, we just tear it down. You wanna know why? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the bomb sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the bomb sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Hey, the lyrics of the songs I sing, I don't have to edit. If I got to do that, forget it. True man make this beat so he'll get all his credit. Go tell the whole world that Steve Culture said it. Making music is so easy. I play my tracks for my friends and they all say, wow, you used to be sharp, but you're much sharper now. You wanna know how? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the bomb sound to make it pop. And when it's all, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take you to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the bomb sound to make it pop. And when it's all, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. The people love the vibes and the beat and the energy. Everywhere we play, people always admire we. Buying up our CDs, coming to our party. Tell we how much they love our style and our energy. Everywhere in the world, that's the culture go. People want me to stay, they don't want me to go. Them screaming, shouting out for more, backing up the dance floor. Always need an encore. It was a game to make you rock. I got their own style to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. Now when you're gonna take me to the top, because I got the beat to make you rock. Got their own sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. Now when you're gonna take me to the top, yo, when the beat start bouncing, people start jumping. Hear the beat and you got to do something. Even the baby in the crib start bouncing. Rocking the stadium, the bar of the club sing. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound. Make them know that we're the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear things down. What can I say? Yo, 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 yo. Listen, we tougher than steel, tougher than rock. Concrete tough, but we tougher than that. Tough to the core, tough to the mat. Not back in the car, we don't take chat. Move out of the way when the train is on the track. Cause anytime we start, yo, we never gonna stop. We rock them from to straight up to head top. Rasta said that you know. Because we got the beat to make it rock. And we got the drums and we make it pop. When we start, we not stop. We're gonna take you to the top. We got the beat to make you. We got the beat to make you rock. Got the beat to make you. We got the groove.
We make the dance and out the them shoes. We get people get confused. Confused. Man, you know you are gonna lose. The them confused. The dancing out the them shoes. Hear the news? You hear the news? TV culture is in the house. And love, we are promoting for sure. Promoting love big time. Like I said, love is all I have. That's what I have to offer. People either, maybe if they can see the I don't know, again, it's maybe their ego or something. I don't know. All I know is I have love and I come here with love and you feel it or you don't. The intention is very important. I need to walk away from my job dragging my heart down. Through Mario, there is a healthy ego. No one which accept ourselves and others as is. Maybe today there will be a breakthrough. Good news for change. Follow your heart, Cappy. You can make, but you're making things happen, Cappy. It's just a matter. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. You got to be patient. Yeah, your stuff is happening. You got something great going. Keep it on. Keep on keeping on. You got something great going. It's just we need patience, and patience is power. And for sure, we would like to like quit our Babylon job right away and get rid of that. But I don't think it's something that is gonna happen from one day to another. We gotta make, it's a delicate balance between making it happen and letting it happen, and you're making it happen. So now it's the other balance that's gotta come in, letting it happen, and that comes with time, with different action, different. No, you're on the way to something really great. I would keep the focus and I would keep going and just accept things for the way they are right now. That doesn't mean they're going to be like that. The circumstances you're living now are not going to be the one you're going to live probably in 10 years. So if you keep taking action each and every day, and at one point something big will come out of this, then that's what you're doing. So just keep the faith, keep trust in yourself. Trust in yourself is very, very important. It's not even believing in yourself. You don't need to believe. You need to trust yourself. You're going to make it happen, and you're going to get through this, and you're going to get through the day with a big smile on your face. Even if your job is Babylon is a bit depressing, just, I don't know, find something positive in it. Find something positive to bring into the job thing. And then maybe your day will be easier to process, because it's just once you're under, once you know a bit more about yourself, a bit more aware of the world. I know there's jobs we do that are completely compromised in the system, but we're all compromised. So I wouldn't feel bad. We're all compromised to a certain level in that shit stem. So just do what you can, the best you can right now until something really like you want to happen. But it's just a matter of focus. It's just a matter of focus and consistent action. And you're there, so just keep going. Just keep going. My advice to you. Yeah, I'm trusting God to get me to where I need to be. Up on that stage again. It's all timing. Yeah. It's all, but timing is very important for sure. Timing. But again, I'm talking more about the divine timing, and that is not a clock or a calendar, but that divine timing comes also like everything that is divine or the divine frequency. I think the good providence, like I was saying the other day, the good providence will come and meet you. I meant that if you take action, if you help yourself, the world will help you. Like that's inevitable. What you give, you will eventually receive. But that doesn't mean you will receive it right. But you receive it like I receive in each and every second of my life because I'm alive. I'm healthy. I'm alive. Okay, I have a fucked up leg and feet and stuff, but at least I'm healthy. I'm here. I can talk to you. I have my heart beating, everything. Like I don't have diabetes or any health problem other than my knee. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And when you're grateful, like we were saying yesterday, when you have that attitude of gratitude, you have also a great attitude with life. That's what it is to be grateful. It's to have gratitude, to have a great attitude towards life. That's what we all want, to have a great attitude. That great attitude can change your whole life completely. Cultivate that great attitude, that gratitude, very important. Yeah, the universe or multiverse will conspire to make it happen for sure. There's forces out there. I don't think that I cannot conceive that this place is evil and no, it's very divine. It's just we're lost and maybe there's other beings also controlling certain stuff, but who knows? Who knows? I've never really seen them, but there's only so much the eyes can meet, so maybe there is. Yeah. But enemies can become friends when we love. Change the world that way. Yeah, that's it. Keep your friend close, but keep your enemy closer. But your enemy also, me, I don't see anybody as really enemies. Yeah, maybe. I think it's just people that have to find themselves, find the way to stop letting out those bad vibration, those that stuff that is not really supportive. Yeah, the universe. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not what we thought for sure. Universe, multiverse, whatever the word is, it's just everything we've been told is not really what it is. Like that's what I think. And what is I don't know. And if I know anything, what is it? Like, what is it? For sure, there is a reason to know. It's important to be aware of all the stuff that is on the outside that we're being lied to. And it's very important to be aware because if not, you're in an illusion reality. So that's very important. But then once you know that you've been lied to, what do you want to really know here? Like, what do you think you're going to possibly know for sure in a lifetime if everything you've been told during your lifetime is a lie to control you? What if? That's what I'm saying. And everything is vibration. So when I don't feel the vibe, that's it. When I don't feel the vibe, boop, I'm out. I'm out. Me, if I don't feel me, it's all about vibration. Because look, Prashant, I'm able to connect with everybody. If the vibration is there, if the vibe is great, Santos, I love his vibe. It's not so much about what Santos says and stuff. It's his vibration. It's his vibration. And still to that day, I would hang out with Santos anytime. I think I'm going to contact him. I'm going to shake him a bit. Santos, how are you doing? Time to have a hangout on the Truman Show, maybe. Santos here would be good. And, I just want to connect with people. I don't care really what... and it's the way people make me feel. It's their vibe. Like Prashant, great vibe. The guy, like, very polite, very, Just a great vibe. So when you have a great vibration, we feel that. That's how we get to people. Me, I get to connect with people only because of vibration. If your vibes are pure and true and I can feel it, oh my God, we're going to do something great here, because then we're on the same level of thinking, same vibration. Imagine the stuff we can do all on the same vibration. It's just because our vibes are different. Some have low vibes. Some don't vibe at all. They can't put a smile on their face. They're very depressed, and some are vibing super high with a smile all day long on their face. So it's all about vibration. It's your vibe inside. It's how vital are you? How much alive are you? Are you vital? Are you dead here? Are you dead or you're vital? You have vitality or you're dead? Like, you have dead vibe or you have vital vibes. Like, that's what we gotta get. That's what I'm working. But me, I'm pretty much normal. It comes normal for me. I'm on a high vibe. I've always been very joyful, very. Just now, I found a way to really express it. I found a way to express my joy for life. So I come on YouTube and I talk to you. Yeah. Got a bad empty situation going on here. Hope is raining, but I keep believing this will turn around. Help will come. Yeah. Everything I can see and feel in my universe, but that's my reality. That's it. That's why going to but we know that once exactly we let go of a bit of the ego. Yeah, what is the universe? Okay, that's what you're answering. Everything I see and feel is my universe. That's it, exactly. Me too. That's what I see and feel, and what I can. It's the universe, and that's it. Got vital signs. Beat. I'm alive. Yeah, but there's a difference between we know we're alive, but to feel alive. To feel that aliveness is very important also. And that's what I cultivate more and more every day, is to feel more alive, feel more present with life, more in the moment, more. No, and I think that's a good way to go for me, so I keep it that way. Yeah. So until next time, I'll see you on the tomorrow, same time. I'm out. I got stuff to do, and yeah, so I'll be back another now. Until then, rise and shine. That's the order of the day, and let go of the ego a bit, not the whole thing. I don't think I can get rid of the whole thing, but at least I can keep a thin layer to just enough to function in this world, in this very egotistic people just for themselves world. If I keep it thin, I mean, I'll be able to still function. Like, I want still to connect with people, so connect ego to ego, but maybe a thinner layer of ego for one maybe can reduce the layer of the other person you're in contact with. Who knows? It's all vibration anyway. People pick up your vibe, pick up the way you see things, the way you interpret your life. You go with your life on. You take your life the way you take it. That might inspire other people. So that's why it's important. So I'm out. It does not exist. Yeah, I never really had a dream about space other than maybe Star Wars or stuff like that. But yeah, stuff that I've been programmed with. The madness of Babylon. So I'm out. Rise and shine. Do your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest. I'm out.